welcome to Half the Battle.
Have you ever looked at a toy and thought, isn't there something missing? Like you feel like you don't have the complete version, but then you look it up and nope, that's all there is? A good example would be any time an Optimus Prime toy doesn't come with a trailer, which happens quite a lot actually.
And here are 5 examples from the G.I. Joe line that seem like they're missing something.
Though the first one is kinda stretching things as it relies on the existence of another toy. By the way, I'm not counting vehicles that didn't come with a driver, since there's like 100 examples of that. I will however mention Battle Force 2000 and Sky Patrol here because of the dick move by Hasbro to have vehicle drivers that are sold separately. Also, I want to make it clear I don't think any of the toys here are bad. Most of them are good or great even. They just seem like they're missing something.
Anyway, on to the list.
Number 5. Destro's Demon.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
The Demon is awesome and sure as hell looks complete to me. And, well, yes it does.
The problem comes when you realize another vehicle exists.
I'm talking about Destro's Despoiler. Both toys were made with the idea that the Despoiler can dock with the Demon, forming a mobile base of sorts. And once you've seen that, the Demon kinda looks lonely on its own. You know, they could have sold a special set as a store exclusive or something that had both toys and both figures in it.
Still, I acknowledge this is the weakest entry on the list.
Number 4. The Vamp Mark I. This one also wasn't obvious when it first came out in 1982. It only became clear 2 years later when the Mark II and the Stinger Jeep came out. But next to those, and the original Vamp looks very naked, doesn't it? No roof, no doors. Yeah, it looks incomplete, even though it was fine when it came out.
So my question is this.
Was the original Vamp always intended to have doors and a roof, but there wasn't a budget for it, so they were scrapped? Or did the toy engineers only later realize the mold would be ideal to add those, hence the Mark II and Stinger? In any case, the first Vamp was a great toy when it first came out, and don't get me wrong, it still is, but thanks to the later uses of the mold, it always looks incomplete to me. Number 3. The Cobra gunship from Rise of Cobra.
This one is really simple.
They made it look too much like a helicopter that's missing its blades. The whole shape of the thing screams helicopter, to the point I wanted it to have hidden blades to come out, making it a hybrid like the Switchblade from Mask. Not much more to talk about really.
Except to say, make Mask vehicles in the G.I. Joe scale, you cowards!
Number 2. Snake Eyes version 1. This is the only toy on the list where we know for sure it looks incomplete due to Hasbro cost cutting. There's no paint on him. He's just black. Totally black.
How much more black could this be?
Hasbro cut quite a few corners creating the original 1982 G.I. Joe line, reusing body parts a lot.
And remember, Marvel had to convince Hasbro they actually needed bad guys.
And Snake Eyes, who would become one of the most iconic G.I. Joe characters, was another example of this. To save money, Hasbro shortchanged him by just not adding any paint to the figure. Now, I never had this toy as a kid, it was never released in Belgium, we got version 2. So my question to all of you who did have this toy when you were young, did you notice? Was it distracting or did it add to the mystique?
Do let me know in the comments below.
And the number 1 G.I. Joe toy that looks unfinished is the Cobra Bunker.
It's half a toy! It's half a freaking toy!
We were promised a bunker and we got a facade. Cobra troops are probably used to not getting the best equipment, but still. Okay, trooper, you're assigned to man the bunker. Get to it. How do I get in? Is there a keypad code or... That won't be an issue. Seriously, you have to buy 2 of these to get a complete toy, and they don't even fit together. Well, they sort of do, but the toy was not made to be compatible with itself. So yeah, that's why the Cobra Bunker is number 1 on the list. Half of it is freaking missing. And that was the list. If you can think of any other toys that look incomplete but aren't, according to Hasbro anyway, do let me know in the comments below.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?